Because I'm sorry, TJ Doheny against Naoya Inoue is a horrendous mismatch. Let's be honest. And TJ is a good fight. Like, he's a good fighter. He's been a world champion. Don't lie to us. Let's be honest. And I feel bad because I like TJ Doheny. Someone tweeted me the other day, oh, TJ Doheny was a good fighter when he was with you. That was 5 years ago he got beat to Daniel Roman, right? 5 years ago.
In a recent revelation, British boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has made a prediction about the most anticipated boxing match of Japan. Eddie marked this fight as a horrendous mismatch and slammed Naoya Inoue and his promoter Bob Arum for fighting against a washed-up TJ Doheny. The British matchmaker has slammed Naoya for refusing to fight against his mandatory opponents like Sam Goodman and Matchroom's Murodjan Akhmadaliev. In another interview to Box Nation, the promoter cemented that Naoya will continue to cherry-pick opponents like TJ Doheny and won't ever square off with someone of the caliber of Akhmadaliev.
Gutted, devastated, disappointing for boxing, disappointing for Japan. Being honest with you, it's just a horrific mismatch. It's hard to say Inoue's ducking Akhmadaliev, but he actually is. I'm telling you now, Inoue will not fight Akhmadaliev at any point. I bet you he doesn't fight in September or December Akhmadaliev, even though he's been ordered to do it. And I bet he vacates the belt as well. 4 fight fans in Japan, 4 fight fans around the world. The only fight that is competitive at 122 is Akhmadaliev. The Doheny fight is just a waste of time. It doesn't make any sense.
Eddie Hearn has shown his complete disapproval for Inoue's one-sided conquest on 3rd of September. Eddie has appealed to Bob Arum and Japanese boxing magnate Akihiko Honda to bring the best out of Naoya by lining him up against better fighters. He also mentioned that he has no bad feelings for TJ Doheny, but there is no chance of his victory. The promoter continued, "The only fight in the division that is competitive is Akhmadaliev, right? So I'm appealing to Bob Arum. Mr. Honda, to Naoya Inoue, don't give us a mismatch. The only fighter that is competitive is Akhmadaliev. He's mandatory. Make the fight." Eddie was also not happy how Japanese boxing fans were warmly responding to the fight on the 3rd of September. He added more, "And fight fans, rather than just praising Naoya Inoue, who is an amazing fighter, don't take this please." And Eddie's featherweight stallion, Murodjan Akhmadaliev, also had a message for the Japanese wrecking machine. He slammed Naoya for fighting against the boring former world champions and called him out on Matchroom's official YouTube channel.
MJ, do you have a message for Inoue?
Inoue, you ready? Let's go, champ. Let's go.
Other than Eddie Hearn, Sam Goodman has also marked questions on the fight between Naoya versus TJ. The Australian boxer was the first in line to fight against the Japanese unified champion and was dismayed when Naoya's fight was made with TJ. Sam has an unbeatable record just like Naoya, and he had already beaten TJ unanimously in the last year.
Yeah, he's fought my leftovers, so it's, yeah, when I beat him, you know, I put him down, I made him run all around the ring after I did put him down, and you know, I never really got the credit for it. He was an old man when I beat him, but now he's got the shot, so he's a good fighter again. But I don't know. It's look, like I said, I don't really care about the opinions of other people. I know what me and my team are about, what our plans are, and I'll see him at the end of the year.
While Naoya Inoue is completely locked in, his opponent has taken a stand for being taken too easily. TJ Doheny has sworn that he will prove to everyone that he's a world-class fighter, and the mismatch claims are complete bullshit.
But it's a rude awakening then when it comes fight night, when you're in there. You know, there's a big difference between being world-class and being world-ranked, you know. And I'm a proven world-class fighter.
TJ, the Power Doheny, has firmly stated that he will test the chin of the current unified champion. He promised to display his top game against the pound-for-pound star, and the whole 12 rounds will be shocking to the naysayers. The Power added, "We are the 2 hardest punchers with the most exciting styles left in the division. I can only predict a war. You won't see me fighting scared in there like all those other wage thieves." Moreover, TJ took a reference from Japanese mythology and said that he will evoke the Japanese warrior spirit in him and slay the monster. The Irish challenger bragged, "I will put it all on the line for the Japanese fans. I'm coming with Yamato Damashi." Even though TJ is looking confident and coming off from back-to-back victories, he hasn't been able to remove the scars of the defeat against Sam Goodman. He disclosed that his defeat against the Australian boxer has cost him 4 more fights to finally get a chance at the title shot of Inoue. His immediate reaction after losing to Sam was,
"Absolutely devastated. Sitting at the top of the rankings, ready to walk into a world title fight or even a unification fight. We only spoke about it yesterday. I'm talking about Akhmadaliev, I'm talking about Danny Roman, I'm talking about all these big names in the division. Then they go in and put in a piss poor performance like that.
On the other hand, Naoya Inoue is still a ghost in the build-up of this fight and hasn't made any bold statement or prediction about this fight. The maximum he could do was to repost a tweet of Top Rank Promotion where he appealed to the fight fans to support the fight. He also grabbed the attention of boxing fans when he looked very massive and sharp at the media workout. Moreover, Naoya Inoue was also caught in the gym working hard on his strength and conditioning. In these recent pics, he looked huge and his ripped body was nothing but reminiscent of the legendary martial arts star Bruce Lee. These and various other factors have made Bob Arum realize that his flagship fighter will easily pull off a victory against the Irishman. Moreover, he went further and rated Naoya Inoue as the greatest fighter ever. The Top Rank CEO exclaimed,
"Inoue is not only pound for pound the best in the world, Inoue is the best fighter I've ever seen. Ever seen, no matter what weight category or anything. I have never, ever, in the almost 60 years I've been in boxing, seen anything like Inoue."
However, the aging promoter is persistent that Naoya is not going to fight against an unknown Akhmadaliev. Top Rank is not bothered if Naoya gets stripped of his title. Boxing analyst and TalkSports editor Michael Benson shared Bob's discussion with Boxing News Ed about this topic. Bob Arum has dismissed any possibility of Naoya Inoue versus Murodjon Akhmadaliev happening next, and indicated that Inoue could vacate his WBA Super Bantamweight World title. No chance. Who is this guy? Nobody's ever heard of him. We're not gonna fight a no-name guy in Wembley. Inoue means so much to Japan. It's the same Inoue with 3 titles as with 4. For this particular fight, however, Bob Arum has brung Naoya lower to increase the hype and anticipation. In order to spice things up, Old Bob has threatened Naoya that TJ could cause a problem based on his recent performances. Bob Arum explained, "I expect a good spirited fight, but in my opinion, nobody around that weight can defeat the monster. Naoya Inoue is a generational talent, and every time he fights, the boxing world stops to watch the master at work." TJ Doheny is also a veteran who can never be counted out as he's defied the odds many times when fighting in Japan. Like Bob Arum, the whole boxing world is rooting for Naoya in this fight. TJ is a major underdog because of Naoya's stature in boxing. He is listed at the number 2 of the pound-for-pound rankings of the Ring magazine. There is a possible chance that the monster could grab the number 1 spot from Alexander Usyk if he beats TJ convincingly. The legendary former 4-division world champion Roy Jones is the first name that came up in the admiration of the monster. He also referred to Naoya as the best boxer of this generation and said, "Naoya Inoue is an excellent boxer, despite performing in Japan. He doesn't get the credit he deserves because we don't see him often, but he should be number 1 in the P4P rankings. In the US, he's not very well known because we don't have prominent boxers in his weight class. Naoya is the best boxer regardless of any weight category." Roy believes that Inoue is currently the most underrated boxer. There is no way guys like TJ can tackle him. He expressed his emotions about Naoya.
"That is a bad dude, you hear me? Say what you want, I know he way over there in Japan or whatever he is, but that is a bad dude."
Sean Porter has also made a similar revelation and said that Inoue has the potential to become the new Manny Pacquiao. Sean wonders why Naoya hasn't developed a global fan base yet. Previously, Sean had another candidate as the replacement of Pac-Man, but that dream was shattered.
I thought that between Isaac Cruz and Inoue, we might have the next fighter, foreign fighter for the sake of words, who could translate to the American audience. I do believe that that is Inoue. I think Inoue is the next Manny Pacquiao. Not at that going all the way up the weight class and all that stuff, but someone who's extremely explosive, eye-catching, and also inviting to who he is as a fighter and as a person. It could be him, so I'm looking forward to that.
Former world heavyweight champion Mike Tyson has gone one step further and ranked Naoya Inoue well above Manny Pacquiao. In his usual booze, Mike forgot Naoya's name at first, but open-heartedly admired him on the way he defeated Louis Neri. The legend said,
"Japanese fighter called Monks. This is a Monks. Crazy dude. Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fight. He's a mean fellow. Where's he fight? He's a Japanese, 118 pounds, but he was like 108. Boxing? He's a mean fellow. Oh yeah, you gotta see this guy. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that. just as good.
Legendary boxing trainer Robert Garcia has also shown his admiration to Naoya's style of boxing and favored him in this fight. He also admitted that he has never missed a fight with this Japanese monster. The legend continued.
That's a type of guy, and it's not really who he's fighting. At this point, he's so good that we, boxing people, we wake up, or some people stayed up. I woke up at 3 to watch his fight. He's that good. You want to see him. You want to see him perform.
Robert is also sure that Naoya will prevail over any opponent and wants to see him get even bigger fights. He wonders why Naoya couldn't get the recognition that he deserves and added, "At this point of his career, we just want to see him. He's explosive, he's fast, he's powerful, he's got the skills, the reflexes and everything. Naoya's just special." Moreover, Robert Garcia doesn't want Naoya to jump up the weight classes further after fighting TJ. He has expressed that he doesn't want this super skillful boxer to get beaten by a guy like Tank Davis, who is much bigger than him. About the chances of TJ Doheny, the coach clarified.
I don't think should happen. I don't think anybody beats him unless, obviously a lucky punch, something could happen. Maybe he goes in sick, maybe he goes into a fight injured, maybe he breaks a hand. In boxing, anything would happen. So that's the only chance I'd say anybody at 122 has to beating him.
When Tank was asked about this fight, his eyes were lit up. He is a big admirer of the Inoue style of boxing. He also said that he's open for business in the future if Naoya makes it up to lightweight like the great Manny Pacquiao did in the past. His reaction to their fight was,
I like, what's the guy from Japan? Inoue? Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catchweight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably. Yeah. That would be like a fun fight. Crazy. Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technically that fight right there, like me and him. But I think I'd be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'd be too big for him. Yeah. But that fight would be like
a dream fight.
Yeah, facts.
Clearly, Tank is paying homage to Naoya's attributes. Not long ago, TJ Doheny was also a big Naoya fan, and he was caught taking pictures of the monster in one of his ring walks. And TJ admitted recently that he was really a big admirer, and it's an honor to square off with his idol. He was confronted about the above-mentioned pic. His response about his former idol-turned-rival was,
How's that like?
So that was, I knew about it in a way at the time, but I never really watched much of his fights.
The Southpaw Irish fighter is coming into this fight after a great time in Japan. TJ got 3 straight technical knockout wins against Bril Bayogos, Jafethli Lamido, and Kazuki Nakajima in his recent fights in the land of rising sun. His head is high on the chance to become an undisputed champion at super bantamweight in the fight that will take place on September 3rd at the Ariake Arena in Tokyo. Good news for the viewers at home. This fight will be watched without an expensive PPV. Top Rank partnered with ESPN as both are headed to Japan for this super bantamweight title fight featuring the monster Naoya Inoue against TJ Doheny. So, all you need is a subscription to ESPN+. Boxing fans in the States can catch the action on ESPN with a monthly subscription fee of $10.99, whereas boxing fans from the United Kingdom or other parts of the world can tune into the action live on Sky Sports. Besides the main event of super bantamweight, the card also promises a whole lot of action, having 4 other fights featuring the likes of international stars like Ismael Barroso and Kamil Bala. So, are you watching this event? Is there any chance that Naoya could move up and fight with the global stars like Gervonta Tank Davis or Jesse Bam Rodriguez? Tell us in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.